Okay then. Okay, for the question 1, write an expression. If expression, it means you have to make like a equation or any formula. So this is I have the x. I have the x. When I multiply it by 4, how many it will be if the x I multiply it by 4?
4x.
Yeah, it
4x.
will be 4x. After
Mm.
4x, after I got the 4x, now I have to
Minus
subtract
3.
it by 3. Can I simplify 4x minus 3? No, right?
No.
So the answer
No.
it will be stay as 4x minus
4x
3.
minus 3.
Is there anyone who get confused with the question 1a?
No.
Expression means formula. It's okay to ask if you have any question rather than...
The score right, teacher.
Sorry?
You did not really like take the score for something serious.
Not yet. I told you it is still simulation. I'm asking for the opinion. That's why if it is a real chapter wise test, I will do it in the same way. So I will force all of you to turn on the camera, and then I see how you do the question. After that, I hope that after the class done at night, I will directly check it and give you the marks to you. That's it. That's the chapter wise test method that I want to use if I use the online class. Because if using the Google Classroom, also not all of you submitted join the quiz that I gave you last time. That's why I got confused which one that I have to use. That's why maybe, yeah, I still don't know yet. Later, let us discuss again which one that you will choose. Let us continue to question B. Work out the value when the y is equals to 31. You already have
Is it
the y value.
8.5?
Yeah, it
Eight
will
point.
be in decimal. It will be in decimal. So when you already have the
8.5.
value of y, you go from the back. You have the y equals to how many? 31. So it means because we already have the y value, we do the opposite way. Because this is minus 3, so it means I have to plus it by 3. 31 plus by 3, it will be equals to how many? 30?
34.
34. After we get 34 in here, and then we do it again, 34, go over there. This is
Divide.
multiplication,
Divided by
opposite
4.
of multiplication, so it means we do divide by 4. So the x, it will be 34 divided by 4, which is equals to how many?
8.5.
Okay, is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I go too fast still?
So
Okay.
4x minus 3 and then 8.5. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher, I write 8.5. Is it
Yeah,
okay?
you can take it. You can take it with any other pen. I mean, like colorful pen, so it will be easier also for you to see. And later you can clarify if you think your mark is lesser than what you expect, and then you can show me the where is the part that I miscounted. I can rectified your mark. I mean, this is if you answer it for x plus 3, it will be marked 1. If you answer it 8.5, it will be marked as 1. If you show the step and then later you have a wrong calculation on it, I'll give you 0.5. Okay, is there anyone have questions so far for question 1?
No, teacher.
Okay, if no one have question, let us continue to the next question. This is question 2. Use the number from the circle to complete the sentence of the statement. Multiple of 7. Which number that is multiple of 7?
21.
Yes,
21.
21 is multiple of 7. And then a factor of 30. What number?
15.
15.
15.
Good job. Prime number. Which one that is prime number?
17.
17.
17.
Okay. And then square number. Square number is
16.
16. Some
16.
of you write it as 20. I don't know why 20 become a square number. Some of you, most of, yeah, like the one who made mistake, some of you write it as 20. So please later read the question properly. Square number. It doesn't mean it's divisible by 2 only, but when I find the square root, it has to be a whole number. Okay, is there anyone have question? If this is a wrong one, so it means I will give you 0.5. If these two numbers are correct, I'll give you 1 mark. If you are asking about the checking. Okay, is there anyone have questions so far? No? Okay. If no one have no question, let us continue to question 3. Now we already have the numbers in a sequence. Write down the term to term rule of this sequence. What is the term to term rule? Anyone want to? Yeah, when you write
Multiply
this
by
one,
2.
okay. When you read 6 and 12, it's you can do it as plus 6. You can say it as multiplied by 2. But before you write the answer, you have to double check for the next term. If I
Uh,
do from 12 into 24, is it work if I write as plus 6? It doesn't work, right? That's why the
yeah,
plus 6 we cross it. Yes?
times 2.
Yeah, this is doesn't work. So the one that is work is times 2. This is doesn't work. And when I try 12 times 2, it will be 24. 24 times 2, it will be equals to 48. So the answer, it will be times 2. Sorry, wrong. Is there anyone have question? Because some of you yesterday still write it as plus 6. You do not do double check for the next sequence. You can write it as times 2 or multiplied by 2 or yeah. Is there anyone have difficulties or getting confused so far?
No,
Is there anyone
teacher.
who get confused? Okay. If no one get confused, let us continue to the question B. The first number is 3. The term to term rule is add 2. We need to find the 10th term. I told you we need to find the difference between the given one and the one that we are going to looking for. The given one is the first, so this is the number 1. And then the one that we are going to looking for is the 10 one, so 10. We need to find the difference between 10 and 1.
Is it
It will be
21,
9.
teacher?
Yes, 9. After you got the difference, you multiply it by 2 because this is the term to term rule. Don't forget to add it with any terms that is given. So the answer, it will
Okay.
be equals to 21.
21.
Is there anyone who get confused or maybe still, maybe I go too fast or something? Hello? Feel
No,
free to
teacher.
ask. Feel free to ask. It will be better if you keep on asking and ask any
Yeah, yeah.
clarification. Yes?
I don't know how I 10 times 2 plus 1.
Yeah, 10 times 2 plus 1. Or maybe you find it, you find the position to term rule first because this is add 2, so it means the position number. Position number times 2. Maybe you do it position number. Position number you multiply it by 2 because you already have the add 2. So I told you when you already have the term to term rule, you can do you can multiply the position number with whatever term to term rule that you have. So you already have the position number, you have the term to term rule add 2. That's why you write it as position number times 2. And then when you check, the first
I
number is 3, so it means I need to add 1 to get the first term. That's why maybe you do it as 10 times 2 plus 1. I
is
think
it
that's it.
wrong?
No, that's it's not wrong. It's correct also.
Oh,
It's correct.
Okay.
So it means you are finding the position to term rule first and then use it to find the answer. It's not wrong. It's correct.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anyone have difficulties or get a different ways? It's okay to clarify rather than you stay quiet and later you get confused.
No,
No one?
teacher.
Okay. No one have question? If no one have question, it means I'll go to the next question.
Okay.
Okay. How many is 15 square? How many is 15
25.
square? 225, correct. Oopsie. Is there anyone who get confused how to get 225? Because it is square, so you have to do 15 times 15.
50.
Yeah, and then you multiply it by yourself. You will get the result as 225. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay.
No.
If no one get confused, now square root of 81. Square root of 81, it will be only 9. Do not write the answer as 9 to the power of 2 because 9 to the power of 2, the result is 81. But the question is asking the square root of 81. So the answer will be only 9, not 9 to the power of 2. For those who answer it as 9 to the power of 2, I cross it because that is not the correct answer. Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused?
Wait, wait. Wait, teacher, before in 3A, I wrong, right? So what did I get for 3A? 0.5 or 0?
Wait, I forgot the 3A's, which question, yeah? The 3A,
Multiply by
multiply by 2, no, I do not give mark on it. If it is wrong, so it will be 0. It will be 0, can? Okay.
No.
Yeah, is there anyone have any difficulties for question 4?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, if no one have question, I'll continue to question 5 and 6. Okay. Question 5. Kamal says the square root of 70 is between 8 and 9. Explain why Kamal is correct. If you have this kind of question, no need to find the exact answer of square root of 70. Just you check the 8 and 9. You find the square of 8 and 9. So 8 to the power of 2, it will be equal to 64, right? And then 9 to the power of 2, it will be equals to 981, sorry. After you got this answer, you can tell that 70 is in between 64 and 81. That's why the answer of square root 70, it will be in between of square root 64 and square root 81, which is in between 8 and 9. Is there anyone have difficulties, or maybe I talk too fast?
Like,
Hello?
because 8 times 8 is smaller while 9 times 9 is bigger.
That is still okay, but I mean, like, not really well explained. That's maybe
Teacher,
I put it as a half, I think. Yes.
you write the 84 you write the 64 into 84.
Okay, thank you. This is the typo. Okay. Is there anyone have any difficulties or getting confused?
No.
If you get confused, please let me know. Okay. Really, for sure, no question. If no question, I'll move to the next question. Here are the first 5 numbers in a sequence. Write down the term
Minus 5.
Yeah, minus
Minus
5.
5.
Do not only write it as 5. Yesterday I found the answer. You only write 5. The term to term rule have to be clear. What operation do you do? Is it minus 5 multiplied by 5, divided by 5, or add 5? You have to make it clear. Do not only write it as number 5. Is there anyone have difficulties or getting confused? Feel free to ask if you are getting confused. Okay, no question?
No question.
Okay, I'll move to the next question then. Here is the mapping. From the input to get output, I need to divide by 2. So if I have the output, I want to find the input, we need to do the opposite. So what do we have to do?
28.
Yeah, we need to do
Times
the opposite. We need to times it by 2. How many it will be? It will be 28. Is there anyone who get confused?
No, teacher.
Okay. If no one get confused, I'll continue to the next question. If you are too shy to ask, there is an option to text me privately. You can ask me question through the private chat on the chat box, rather than you stay quiet and get difficulties when I give you the chapter-wise test. So feel free to ask
What is the
whenever you get
answer?
difficulties. Sorry, Alvin?
What is the answer?
The answer for which one? Oh, the prime number for the question 8. Or?
No, before. The
Oh,
before one.
Before one is
Oh,
28. 28. 28.
Wait.
Yes, 28.
Okay.
Okay. List the prime number. Remember, 1 is not a prime number. Prime number start from number 2. So
Yeah.
whoever write it 1 as a prime number, I subtract 0.5. So what are the prime number? The prime number is 3
3,
and
3 and 7.
7. Only
Only.
3 and 7. If you add any number 1 on it, I will subtract 0.5 on your mark. What is the multiple of 4?
4 and 400.
Okay, 4 and 400. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If no one get confused, let us find the factor of 27. What are the
3 and
factor of?
9.
Is it only
3
3
and
and
9.
9? Is it only 3 and 9? There is a number missing. Anyone want to help me? What is the number that is missing? Factor of
Yeah.
27. What number is
1.
it? Yes, the one. One will be
1.
a
Oh,
factor
yeah.
of
1
every
times
number.
27.
Yeah, one will be
1.
a factor of every number. Is there anyone who get confused or do not understand still? Feel free to ask. Do not stay quiet. Really, it will be happier if you ask me a lot of questions rather than you stay quiet and later you get confused when it is already the chapter wise test. Really,
No,
no
teacher.
one? Okay. If no one get no confusion, let us continue to the next question. For this question, and this is anyone want to tell me what is the input and output of this question?
For the 2 is 0. 2 is 0.
2 is 0 and then
Then
mhm,
1.
yeah, this is
Hold
0.
on. I'm
This
still
is
checking. I'm still
1.
checking.
Is there anyone who
I'm
get
just
confused if I answer this?
No, teacher.
So I already have from the input, I have 2. So if I follow the function machine, so I have to read it, the input is 2. I have to subtract by 2. 2 minus 2, it will be equals to 0. And then 0 multiplied by 3, it will be 0 still. Now, if I have the output, I need to find the input. How it will be? So, the output, I need to write it how many? Negative 3 for the output. And then if we go from the back, we need to do the opposite. So, it means divide by 3. Negative 3 divided by 3, it will be equals to negative 1, right? When you already have the
oh,
negative
yeah.
1, we continue.
Plus
We do
2.
the
Plus
opposite,
2.
so we do plus 2. That's why
And
the
then
answer will be
negative
equals to negative 1 plus 2, it will be equals to 1. Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast? It's okay to tell. I will repeat again if you think I talk too fast. No? No confusion? Oh, sorry, I didn't read. Which one that is still confusing for you? Please tell me in detail which number that is confusing for you on the chat box. Is there anyone who get confused still for this question? Is there anyone who get confused? No? What about the others? No confusion? Okay, if no confusion, then I will move to the next question. Okay, now I have this mapping. I need to find the missing number. What is the missing number? Anyone want to help me to find the missing number? Hello, my voice is still audible, right?
Yes, teacher. It's still
Yes.
audible.
Okay.
our break.
Sorry?
We're using our
Oh my God, whose baby is that?
The
It's
answer
so.
it will be 8 and 21. Is there anyone who get confused to get the 8 and 21?
No, teacher.
No.
No.
I'm
Okay.
only confused with B. Number
Okay,
10B.
now if you are getting confused, you need to check from 1 into 3. If you have this kind of mapping, I think I already told you last time on Friday, we can assume it as a position to term rule. So you need to find the difference from 3 into 5, the difference is 2. And then 5 into 7, the difference is 2. So it means later the position number we will multiply it by 2. So it means for the function machine, there will be number that I need to multiply it by 2. After I multiply it by 2, you need to check. This is if 1 times 2. 1 times 2, it will be only equals to 2. But here the answer is 3. So it means I have to add it by 1. I need to check it again for the second number. Is it correct if I multiply it by 2 and then I plus it by 1? This is I multiplied by 2. The answer is only 4. And then this is the final answer is 5. So yes, the number 4 I need to plus it by 1. So that's why in here for the function machine I can write it as multiplied by 2. After I multiply it by 2, I do plus it by 1. And then from here I will get the output or the y. Is there anyone who get confused? Yeah, if you write it as y is equals to 2x plus 1, it's also okay. If you write it as 2x plus 1, also still okay.
Wait, teacher, should we like make our answers correct and then we submit again to the Google Classroom?
No need, just later if you think your mark is like when you are doing a double checking with me today, if you think your mark is too low and you think your mark is getting higher, you can text me through the private comment on the Google Classroom. I will rectify your marks. Something like that. No need to submit it. It's okay.
I count it's 13.
Yeah. Okay, later you can.
Because I cannot see this one, teacher, the number
Yeah.
10 and 11.
Okay. Is there anyone who get confused for the question 10? Oh, the 2x plus 1 will work if you write it as 2x plus 1. Okay, is there anyone who get confused? If you write it as y plus 1 divided by 2 is not correct because if it is a function machine, the y will be at the last one. There will be no y on the function machine. There will be no x in this part. In this part, in the one that I put a circle, there will be no letter x, there will be no letter y on the function machine. The x and the y will only come first. The x will be as the input, the y will be as the output only. For the operation, there will be no letter x, no letter y. So if you, example, you write x and then you say it as add x and then plus it by 1, that is not correct. Even though if I do it, it is right, but for the function machine, usually there will be no x on the function machine. Is there anyone still have difficulties or getting confused? Is there
No,
anyone?
teacher.
Okay, really, for sure, no question? Okay,
No
if
question.
no, okay, if no question, is it okay if I move to the next question?
Yeah, okay, if you move to the next
Okay, question 11. Now for the question 11, term to term rule of the sequence is multiplied by 3 then subtract 7. I already have the third term, so it means to get the fourth term, I just need to follow this term to term rule. So the number 17, we multiply it by how many? So this is the 17. Based on the term to term rule is multiplied by 3, so I need to multiply it by 3. After that, subtract 7, so I need to subtract it with 7. 17 times 3, it will be equals to 51. And then 51 minus 7, it will be equals to 44, right? Is there anyone who gets confused?
No, teacher.
It's
So
okay.
teacher,
Yes?
17 is the x, right? So 17
Yeah,
is the
17 is
x.
the x. And then the 44
Uh,
is the y that we are going to looking for.
if there's such kind of question, the sequence 17 is the x and the answer is the y, right?
Yes, correct. Correct. Is there anyone have difficulties for 11A? Or I go to
No,
class
teacher.
maybe? No? Okay.
No.
Now let us continue to question B. Calculate the first term of the sequence. Because we already have the last one, the third term, and we are going to find the first one. So it means the 17 will be the y. You need to find the x. Yeah. So this is the third. Wait, let me write it with pen. So, yeah. So I already
Okay.
have the 17. This is for the third one. I need to find the second one. This is the third one. I need to find the second one. So we have to go from the back and do the opposite. Because it says subtract 7, so it means I need to plus it by 7. After I plus it by 7, it says multiply by 3. So the opposite way, I need to divide it by 3.
So the second term is 8 then.
So 17 plus 7 is 24. 24 divided by 3, it will be 8 for the second term. Already have 8 as the second term. Now I'm going to use the second term to find the first term. So I already have the second term which is equals to 8. We do from the back, so do the opposite way. If it says subtract 7, so it means I have to plus it by 7. After I plus by 7, it says as multiply by 3. So the opposite way, we need to divide it by 3. And then we find the answer. 8 plus 7, it will be equals to 15. 15 divided by 3, it will be equals to 5. So the correct answer is 5. Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast? What about the others? Okay, if you're getting confused, let me know. It's okay to ask, let me only stay quiet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I always ask for teacher. Sometimes, not always, but yeah.
My voice is like D or some, sorry, Nicholas?
No, I only said that sometimes I just never mind lah, teachers. Okay.
Okay then.
Your voice is audible, but I just okay.
It's audible but not clear enough or maybe or something.
It's clear. It's clear. It's
Oh,
just that I was talking about.
Oh, okay then. What about the others? Is there anyone who still get confused?
No, teacher.
No, really? Okay.
Yeah, really.
None of you get confused. I think it's already done for the discussion of the chapter wise test. So I'll continue to the next given in here. We already have the number x, and then we need to find the expression. Subtract 5 from the number. So the number is x. I need to subtract it by 5. That's why I write it as x minus 5. For the question 2, doubles the number, it is x. If I double it, so it means I multiplied by 2. X multiplied by 2, it will be 2x. After that, adds 3. That's why it will be 2x plus 3. Is it clear or anyone get confused for the 2x plus 3? No? Okay. For the question C, divides the number by 3. If it is divided by 3, usually we write it as a fraction. So we write it as x by 3. Then adds 2. After that, we plus it by 2. Something like that. For the question D, adds 2 to the number. Because adds 2 to the number, so I will get the x plus 2. After I get the x plus 2, then multiply it by 4. Because this is everything that I already got, I have to put bracket. Because this is more than one term, I need to put bracket. Then I need to write it 4 in here. The 4 you can write it in the front or you can write it after the bracket. It will be okay. Is there anyone who have difficulties or getting confused? Or maybe I talk too
So
fast?
we're not confused.
Huh?
We're not confused,
Okay,
teacher.
not confused. Okay. If not confused, we have like 5 minutes left. Maybe we can directly discuss together for the question 1 because it's 5 minutes left. Right? Is it okay if I discuss together for the question 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tanesha has a box that is contains X DVDs. Write an expression for the total number of DVDs she has in the box when she takes 7 out. So how many? What is the expression now?
X minus 7.
Okay. Is there anyone who get confused? Why is
No,
it X
teacher.
minus 7? Okay. Whenever you get confused, feel free to ask. Do not stay quiet. And then now she puts 8 more. So the number.
X plus 8.
Okay, good job. Now let us continue to question C. She takes out a half of them, then she doubles the number in the box and add extra 1. How many it will be?
X
X
2
out
X
of
plus 1.
2
X plus. Oh, wait. Take out half of them. So it means
divide by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 2. Wait.
X.
Divide by 2. X divided by 2. Is it like
And
this?
then
X
times
divided
4.
by 2. Is it like this?
And then
Yeah,
times
make
it by
us.
2.
And then
Double
place
the
it
number
by
and
2.
add 1. 2x plus.
So
Is
x
it like
divided
this?
by 2 plus 1.
Is it like
2x
this?
divided
Bracket. Yes.
Is it like this?
No, the 2 is in the front.
Oh yeah, the
2 in
2.
the
Okay,
front.
2 in the front like this. So can we simplify this? Can we simplify this?
Yeah.
Become what if we simplify it?
X plus 1.
X plus 1. Is there anyone who disagree with the answer?
No, teacher.
No.
Is it like this? Or is there anyone who get confused? Oh, it's different. Oh, wait. Is it different from your textbook, or maybe I type it in the. Oh, sorry. This is for the D. Oh,
Separate
yeah.
numbers. That's
Yeah,
why
they are separate. Okay, then. Thank you, Kalista. Okay, so this is the different question, yeah. Okay, then. So for the question C, what is the answer for the question? Okay, bye-bye. Is it already time's up or something, or no, it's not
3
time's
more
up
minutes.
yet. Okay, because suddenly my button is, oh yeah, it's coming back. Okay, then this is the D. So C takes out a half of them. So for the C, it will be x by 2, right? C. And then for the question D, C doubles the number in the box, then add extra 1. So for question D, it will be 2x plus 1. Is it clear? Or is there anyone
Yes,
who get
teacher, it's
confused?
clear.
Okay. We still have few minutes left. Maybe we can discuss some question from question 2.
Yeah, sure can.
Yeah.
A and B sure can.
Yeah. Jake thinks of a number n, write an expression Jake gets when he multiply the number by 6 and then adds 1. So what
6n
expression is
plus 1.
plus
okay,
1.
6n plus 1. Good job. Now continue for the question B. Divides the number by 4, then adds 5. What number
Uh,
will be?
n divided by 4 plus 5.
Okay, so n divided by 4. You write it as a fraction, yeah? And then
Yeah.
add 5.
And
Okay.
at 5.
Okay, good job. Now let us continue to question C. Multiply the number by 2, then subtract 3. So what expression will I get?
2n minus 3.
2n minus 3. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused?
No, teacher.
For question D, divides the number by 10, then add 7.
Divided by 10.
And by
Fraction
10.
1 and add 7 plus 7.
Okay. Okay. Is there anyone get question or get confused?
No, teacher.
Okay. If you have no question, I think that's all for today's class. At home, you can try to finish the question in the exercise 2.6. So tomorrow we can directly discuss it together. I don't have to wait for you to do it